Yeah, this is it's one of my favorite System of a Down songs. Number 10 through number 4. Let's go. Yeah. Alright, so at number 10 we got Spiders from self-titled System of a Down. This is it's a crazy song. It's a lot similar to another song we're going to see in a little bit. Structurally, the main riff is really cool. It shows off Chavo, obviously, in the intro. He's a really just a phenomenal bass player and a great accompanist to Darren Malakian, the guitarist. Not a whole lot going on drum wise and vocal wise. I don't know what the fuck Serge Tonkin was smoking when he did the vocals for this, but it's insane. It's crazy. It's great. Uh, I don't know what the song is about. I don't think it's supposed to have a real meaning, but it's certainly somewhere in the realm of possibility that the song just kind of exists for no reason, and that's okay. It's a really cool. It's a really cool song. It's got a nice groove to it, and it's a good basis. It's a good song. I can't stop repeating myself. Alright, number 9, we have Question from Mesmerize, the only song in Drop C on Mesmerize, and that's really freaking weird because the rest of the song is in the rest of the song, the rest of the album is in Drop C sharp, and that's pretty weird. Now I think about it, but it's okay. It's different, and that's what System is really about. It's being different from everybody else, and that's pretty cool. So Question's main gimmick, sort of, is that it has a lot of odd time changes, not exactly signatures, but just changes. So it's basically a 5 groove, kind of, but I gotta hand it to John Dolmayan, the drummer, because he's absolutely just knocking everything out of the park in this track. He's going all out with especially near the end where it's the that whole pattern. You can hear it in the background. He's just doing super crazy fast 16ths on the hi-hat, and he's doing this crazy groove with a double bass to it too, and it's just insane. It's crazy. The main riff is super catchy to the song as well. I also have to hand it to Serge Tonkin, as well as Darren Malakian also, because their vocals work so well together on this track. And I gotta say that it's just crazy how good their vocals mix together, just in general, because it's so weird. I've listened to their solo stuff, and I don't think that they can get the same kind of body and just voice that they have when they're not together. I mean, Serge obviously did 3 albums prior before without Darren sharing vocals, but still, that's the reason I love Mesmerize and Hypnotize so much, is because of the vocal mixing. Not the mixing like soundboard, but mixing is in different people. You know what I mean. Alright, number 8, we have Mr. Jack. Remember I said there was a song later on down the list that was similar to Spiders? Well, Mr. Jack is Spiders, but it tells a very weird story in the sense that it's just something that happens. It's about this one dude who's drunk driving, he gets pulled over, and he just cusses out the police, and they're like, fuck you, and he's like, fuck you, and then he goes to jail, and that's a story, all right. So that's what the song is about. But The main thing I want to point out is just this is one of the more heavier Sode songs, and it really shines with Darren Malakian's super weird but super cool main riff with a ba 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 da da da, and it's really catchy, and it gets your attention, and he does not stop repeating it even for the verses. It's just palm muted, so that's really cool. Nothing too special going on drum wise. Vocal wise, this is another Darren Malakian and Serj Tankian kind of intertwining song, sort of like Roulette on the same album. Yeah, that is not on my list, but it's still a good song. I covered it, I have a whole album of System of a Down covers. Click the link right now. But you can watch it. It's on my YouTube channel. That's for free. I mean, I get money for it, but don't ever tell that. But I just did. Fuck. Alright, so Mr. Jack is... And not the main, but the riff from Shavo in the beginning is just... It's super cool, it's super Middle Eastern, and the way Darren adds to it in the bridge of the song is really cool, and I really love it.
Put your hands up, get out of the car! Put your hands up, get out of the car! Put your hands up, get out of the car! Fuck you, pig! Fuck you, pig! Fuck you, pig! Fuck you, pig! Put your hands up, get out of the car!
Alright, number 7, we have our first mainstream Sode song, BYOB. The first single from Mesmerize, and many people's favorite. It's not my favorite, obviously, because it's number 7, but it's still a really cool, fun song, and it's really poignant, especially, not especially now, but it's really poignant just at any point in history, because it's just this basic, just why the fuck do we send poor people to war? It's just this whole, why do they always send the poor? And everybody thinks they say, why do they always censor porn, when they have a literal song on the fucking album about fucking porn? You can go watch that, watch it, listen to it. You can't watch music, I think. Alright, but still, it's a really good kind of message. I think everybody needs to at least think about at one point, and just think about what people are doing. I don't mean to get preachy, obviously, but they're a kind of political band. They have a lot of political songs, and there's tons of other songs. Like Bounce is just about an orgy, they have tons of songs like that. Like Needles is just about drugs. You like drugs? I mean, oh shit, Needles isn't about drugs. I'm sorry. I forgot what Needles is about. But there's a song about drugs. I know there's a song about drugs out there. And Sode made it, alright? I just want to say. But I don't want to call them a political band. But this is a political song. It's very critical of the Bush administration. But yeah, so BYOB, the main riff is fucking amazing. And John Dolmayan, I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but it's like, well, I do know what the fuck he's doing. It's like the on beats of a triplet. So if you like listen to a triplet, you'll usually hear accents on the the way we stick it in percussion is like right, left, right, it's alternating. So basically what he does is he just accents the living hell out of those rights. So of course it's not that fast, but still. But he still plays the on beats on this left hand with the snare. So and he's also doing the triplet feel on the bass drum. So it's just this weird concoction of just fuckery. And Jesus Christ, I liked it better when he didn't Toxicity, because that shit didn't have the double bass. It was just the single bass. But no, you gotta make my life harder, John Dolmayan. Jesus Christ. I feel mad now. I feel mad. But it's okay, because it's cool. It's weird, but it's cool. So that's BYOB. Alright, number 6 is Tentative, the song about bombs that doesn't make me want to kill myself. Alright, number 6 is Tentative, the song about bombs and bombings, and you can tell I really like the song because I covered it and released it as a single, and it was one of those songs that the first time you heard it, you were like, whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck just happened? It was like, and I think the main reason people love this song is the bridge, because the bridge is just super, like, ear-catching, because you go from this main riff of just pure fuckery. This is like flat 5 add flat 9 chord. It's really easy to finger on the guitar, but it's still really fucking weird to write out, but it's just this weird ass chord and it doesn't sound good at all. And then you go to the most melodic fucking thing on Hypnotize, the album, and it's an insane contrast to what just happened, and that's why I think I love the song so much, is because it's just this huge fucking contrast from what you just heard, and that's insane. It's really ear-catching, and I don't want to say eye-catching because there's no visuals to it. That would be awesome if there were visuals, but still, yeah, Tentative. If you've never heard it, it's a song that I think you should hear before you just do anything else, like talk about it. It's one of those. It's like a movie you don't want to spoil because the surprise is so great. So yeah, definitely listen to it. It's only 3 minutes long. It shouldn't take a lot of your time from the day, and it's got some crazy good melodies. Alright, number 5, Aerials. Oh boy. Yeah, this is the first song from Toxicity I'm going to be talking about. So Aerials is just... It's Aerials, really. You've heard Aerials probably. It has over 100 million views on YouTube, the video. It just has this great lyricism to it that describes just life in general and existentialism and what the fuck are we? It's the same lyricism as, like, if you've heard Question, it's like that, but it's a lot more subtle in its meaning. It's great lyrically. It's just, my god. I want to commend, I think Serge Tankian wrote the lyrics to that, so yeah. That's one song with the lyrics he wrote were not about terracotta pies and 9/11. So yeah, definitely look at the lyrics to it too, because they're very, very good. The main riff is just fucking great, and you know it's great because they repeat it constantly throughout the song, and it's just, it's the main thing too. Like, that's the main riff. It's just the simple, ba ba ba. It's just simple 3 2 1 4 3 2 3 4 5 6 5 3 2 1. It's just super simple, but it's so good, and that's basically System of a Down songwriting. It's super simple, but it's super good, except for when they do weird shit like Vicinity, I guess Question, kind of. Stealing Society is pretty weird. Needles, kind of. No, not really. Alright, number 4. I bet you all saw this coming because I've covered it twice. Holy Mountains from Hypnotize, the second song from Hypnotize on this album, and I just want to say, yeah, it's the no, it's not the last. Shit. Yeah. So Hypnotize is a great album. I just want to say that. I should talk about Holy Mountains. So Holy Mountains, if you don't know, is about the Armenian genocide in 1915, and you would know that if you saw System of a Down Live in Armenia, because the whole show is about raising awareness for the genocide of the Armenian people from 1950, and it was 100 years later, so that's the whole shebang of that deal. And the main reason why they write a song about it is because the Turkish government nor the American government calls it, they refuse to call it an actual genocide, even though by definition it was a technical genocide. So they're just trying to get the governments to fucking recognize the genocide, and it's part of the reason why I wrote Recognize Genocide on my videos, because that's the whole point of the song, is because they did this terrible thing, and even if you do terrible shit, you gotta live with it, so just fucking deal with it. And that's the whole point of the song. And the song really carries that message through with the lyrics are very straightforward and to the point where you just kind of get it immediately, and that's okay. Especially if you know the band, you're gonna get it immediately, because they also did another song from their first album, PLUCK, Pluck, which stands for Politically Lying Unholy Cowardly Killers. I don't know why I know that off the top of my head, but I do. Yeah, Holy Mountains is that basic premise, but it's a lot more harmonial than Pluck. Pluck is just this basic, just rocking out kind of tune. And it's angry and just super, just, you want to kill you. But Holy Mountains is just a super, just fucking do it, please, will you, god damn it. And I really think that's why I like Holy Mountains more, is because it's a lot more of this just amazing musicality that builds into the main message of the song. That's why I think I like System of a Down, is because the musicality adds to the lyricism and the main message of the song. So like, you can listen to Holy Mountains just on its own without lyrics, and I think you'll still be motivated not to, I don't know what to do, but I feel like it's a very uplifting kind of song. So it's very just, it's got you right here. One of those ear-catching kind of songs that just kind of gets you. And just adding lyrics onto that, it's like just a delicious 2-layer cake. And it's got this beautiful topping on it. It's just, it's fantastic. And I think, you know, that's what Holy Mountains is all about. It's about genocide. So it makes me want to think. That's what the music does. That's what the lyrics do. They make you think. Alright, tune in Wednesday when you find out my number 3 song in drum cover form. It is from the album Toxicity, and I hope you'll be somewhat surprised that it's not Needles, because I can't stop fucking mentioning that song. Jesus Christ. Alright, bye.